Welcome to the future. My name is Norma Kamali, and I love my creative life. I am in the 57th year of business as the designer, entrepreneur, and sole owner of my company. Of all the years in business, these are the most exciting for me because the future excites me. My interest in technology began with an introduction to a UNIVAC computer in 1965 at Northwest Airlines, my first job after graduating FIT. I learned then the possibilities in the technology world would be beyond my imagination. 6 years ago, on a visit to Abu Dhabi, a global center for AI and technology, I had the pleasure of meeting a scientist who asked me to consider the idea of being part of a project to build a website that would have the clothing collections designed by AI using data and other information. They wanted to download my brain. On my way back home, I thought I should do this for myself. I needed a solution for the longevity of my company, and this could be it. The purpose of AI and the NK brand is for the sustainable longevity of the company, using the archive to design in the authentic NK style indefinitely. In June of 2023, I took a course at MIT on generative AI, and I appreciate everything I learned. The knowledge empowers my dreams for NK and AI, and by the way, the learning never stops with AI. I then reached out to Maison Meta to build a program for me that would be an isolated system containing only my archive. Once in place, I began the exploration. The practical use of AI for the company now is to use my 57-year archive and AI and meaningful prompts to where endless options based on my designs can be generated. By using data and inspired prompts, this could expand to capsule groups and eventually entire collections. The result will always be brand authentic because it is from a pure NKAI archive program that has had only one designer the entire time. The splice dress, a style I did a few seasons ago that was very popular. Jessica Biel was recently photographed in the dress, and it was such a great photo. I thought how much I personally love the style and decided to put it on the spring collection. I added a jumpsuit version of the style, and now I felt I needed 2 more dress versions. I was so fixated on the striping across the chest and shoulders, I couldn't get past that image for something new. I went to AI and prompted for new versions of the style. AI came up with many choices, and they all looked like I designed them. AI wasn't prejudiced by the emotional connection I had to the photo and the striping. Therefore, the output was fresh, yes, reference, but in a different direction. 2 styles I chose to add to the collection are displayed with the original and the new jumpsuit. Maybe in time I would have designed something like the NKAI versions. However, when I look at them, they're so familiar to me, I feel as if I did design them. I continue to look at the many opportunities AI can have for the longevity of my company, and from exclusive capsules to collections for now and into the future. I chose the studded collection for an AI design experiment. By choosing one iconic category, I could unfold all the possibilities by prompting and interacting with the generated designs. What you're about to see here is the art and fashion explorations I'm enjoying using AI. This series of NK designs with AI is very different from my goal and purpose for the longevity of the company. This series with AI is very editorial and of the most exciting creative experience I have as a designer. I love pushing AI to the edge and interacting with AI as the amazing output flows. I continue to feel very close to each design AI generates from my archive and my prompts. The NK AI designs, movements, attitudes of the models look exactly like the Norma Kamali brand because they are blended from decades of NK archival references. The raw, spontaneous AI response to my experimental prompts are filled with endless design inspirations, including hallucinations that result in fashion art, sometimes surreal and definitely editorial. Hallucinations is a term used in AI. Hallucinations occur when AI creates images containing inaccuracies and distortions. The frequency and severity are expected to decrease. Fashion hallucinations are also an awareness of what is beautiful. It can be raw and imperfect, or on the other hand, it can be filtered and airbrushed. AI can be used to evolve and enhance the imperfect images as seen on the 8-foot glamazons in the space. We used a first stage AI enhancement to demonstrate on the glamazons. AI can do more enhanced stages to go even further to achieve flawless perfection if that's what you want. I personally prefer the imperfect because that is where the inspiration is most pure. As I prompt and AI generates, I find myself filled with joy and excitement. There is a feeling a designer gets when we see a sample come to life from a sketch or visualization. That thrill and more is what I personally experience in this exploration of art, design, and technology. AI is moving rapidly into the future. I realize I'm presenting the early stages of a design experience, including the soon-to-be corrected hallucinations. This fast-moving phenomenon will clearly be a part of AI history in no time. My purpose in sharing my explorations is to say AI will be even more influential on the destiny of the world as electricity was in the Industrial Revolution. We need to be a part of this in spite of our fears and concerns. I also feel a benefit to protecting IP in our industry will come through the AI technology world, finding the methods and guardrails to do so for the future of AI. I believe once AI protects IP, we as an industry can move our IP under the AI umbrella to protect our designs for the first time in fashion history. Finally, the explorations in fashion hallucinations and the practical use of AI for the brand and the collections continue what I believe defines my brand as a sober business model with a history of experimental invention and innovation. Thank you for spending some time with me in the future.